Alright, so what I want to chat about today, did it ever happen to you guys that you did a bunch of little things throughout the day and all of a sudden you felt like, oh my god, I feel so much better because I got a bunch of little things done? Yeah? You remember to call back a friend, or you finally read that article that you had open for a while, or you answered all your WhatsApps, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? So there's a reason that you feel better when you get things done. There's a principle that is really important. Actually, I was speaking to Mariah yesterday and I was telling her, I was like, God, I felt so good because other than my big emails that I got done, I also did a bunch of little things, answered my WhatsApps, did a bunch of other little calls, handled little things with you, different things like that ended up making me feel like, ah. So why does that happen? So this is a concept that actually my dad explained to me a long time ago, and it's one of the most valuable things that I always think with. When you're born, everybody has, let's think of this as your mind or your mental computer, whatever, okay? Everybody has lots of little units that they can give attention to things. Now, think of a computer, okay? When you have a computer and it has lots and lots of windows open, like many open, what happens to the computer? It slows down and eventually it crashes, right? So the mind is kind of similar. It's actually really similar. What happens is, let's say you were supposed to call a friend back. You used up that particle of your little unit of attention. And then let's say that you were supposed to read an article that gets used up. And let's say that I ask you guys, hey, can you please send that through? And you say, yeah, I will, but you don't do it right away. And you hold it. Let's say that somebody texts you and said, hey man, please send me the photos from yesterday at the whatever. And you're like, okay, I'll do it later. Now you have a little unit that you're thinking about. And lots of little units get used up, and before you know it, you have half of the power to think about. Literally, half of it is taken, and like a computer, you literally slow down because you don't get the little things just done. So what happens to people is, instead of, okay, I'm stopping everything, I'm getting it done, moving on, then this would be free, right? And they'd have this unit, let's say on this side, they are like, yeah, I'll do it later. Yeah, I'll do it later. And all these units of attention get used up, and you become really slow. When you have an inbox that's really full or it's disorganized, that's these units being taken up. And before you know it, you get very slow, and this actually equals stress. Okay, that's actually the cause of stress. You feel, I have so much to do, because you have all of these units taken and it's not organized. You don't get things done. You get demotivated and you don't feel like it because you literally become a third of your computer. In reality, you become 1/10 of your computer, and that's probably being generous for most people. Most people are stressed because they don't get things done. So what the right way of doing it is, you have your computer and you, first of all, are organized. By being organized, you have these units available. When you're disorganized, part of the units are taken up just on remembering where you put stuff. Just that. Where the files are, where's my keys, etc. Like in my house, my keys have a spot. Everything, I'm super organized because then I know where to grab things. I know where my stuff is. I know where that paper is. Everything is organized on my computer. I'm ultra organized. Every email is filed away because then later I know exactly where it is and this isn't taken up. And when I need to find it, by the way, it's quick, right? So this is the first way that people are unorganized. Secondly, they have an inbox that's full. Okay? The level of your sanity is pretty much measured by the state of your inbox. A really full inbox, you feel insane, and a empty inbox, you feel like, oh, the whole world is ahead of me. Like whatever comes, I'll handle it right away. So part of it gets used on that. The next part of it gets used on saying you'll do things later. That's probably this much gets used. Saying I'll do it later. Yeah, no problem, I'll get back to you. All that stuff of doing it later takes up, because now you have to remember to do it later, and that is triple the work, if not more than that, because you thought about it once, okay, I'll do it, no, I'll do it later. Then you think about it again. Should I do it now? No, I'll do it later. Then, when you do decide to do it, you think about it again and then actually do it. And usually it's more than that. You're like later, instead of just, I'm doing it, and you save all the time. So this concept of somebody messages you, reply. I never, ever don't reply to a WhatsApp It never slips through the cracks. So you need to become A, organized, and we can talk about the details of that. And B, you need to get things done as it hits you. If it hits you, do it, right? I told you, let's say, research an article about subject lines. Perfect, right away, let's open it up. Let's do it right now. Research it, took you 10 minutes, done. And now it's not in the unit on, still need to remember to research articles about subject lines. Make sense? So that's a concept that is, like, for me, life-changing and makes me ultra efficient. So I wanted to go over it and think about it. Every one of them, how do you become organized and how do you manage your inbox as a whole other subject? And or the deeper we can dive into the details. But just start thinking about doing it now. If it hits you, do it. And realize when you're stressed, be like, oh my God, it is because of that. You'll see that you're like, oh my God, that is the reason. Thank you. If you enjoyed that video, go ahead and subscribe below because we're going to be putting out a lot of interesting content that I think will be of value to you. So give it a thumbs up, a like, share it, and looking forward to giving you more videos.